I came into contact with somebody from one of the big four, ended up becoming kind of a mentor to me. He's now a member of our club.
Man, when I first saw my first Hell's Angel standing there, I was like, that's what I want to be, man.
If you're running a three-piece, just like you know, it is truly an outlaw standard. Doesn't make you a one percenter, but it makes you an outlaw.
This is what I believe in, you know, and it was awesome to see that my brothers believed in me.
It's the wolf leading the sheep, man. You know, the sheep need to open their eyes because they're about to walk off the cliff where a whole other pack of wolves are at the bottom.
If you were getting your lunch money taken before you put them rags on, if they catch you by yourself, they're going to take your lunch money again.
I try to be around the guys and hang out with them as much as possible and get to know them, because that's really what it's about.
The Hells Angels are being arraigned.
One man was stabbed in the chest, another was knocked out, who faced criminal charges, including charges of hate crimes as well as gang allegations. One defendant faces an attempted murder charge, so this certainly appears to be a widespread investigation.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we got breaking news. My apologies. I wanted to get more information and bring it to you guys instead of all like just throwing out all this stuff really quick. I wanted to really figure out what was going on. I figured it out. Pretty sure I figured it out. But this is not public information yet. I have really good sources, and this is very good information. Well, it's public, but you got to look for it. But anyway, the War Dogs Motorcycle Clubhouse was raided in Washington today. 3 people were arrested. The president, the vice president, and the sergeant of arms. These individuals, let me show you. That's Swayze right there that was murdered in front of Wendy's. So these 3 individuals were arrested. I blurred out everyone else's face. This has to do with the 40 Bar and Grille incident. If you guys aren't aware of that incident, it was when allegedly 60 war dogs, it's on video, 60 war dogs showed up to a bar, stormed the bar with weapons, started smashing the windows. They beat up a patron. I mean, there's videos of guys with weapons in their hands. And so it didn't end well. This is all stemming from that. So we're going to take a look at the 40 Bar and Grill situation right here.
And I've never felt such terror in my entire life, not knowing if after that they were going to come behind the bar.
Tonight, employees of a local bar are on edge after they were attacked by a big group of bikers. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Ken Rice. The violent scene unfolded at 40 Bar and Grill in Washington County over the weekend. The bar's owner tells Jennifer Barrasso she believes it was a targeted attack.
Ken, I'm told the War Dogs Motorcycle Club showed up at this place and saturated it and quickly attacked one of their regulars here. Sources tell me the victim may have been from another motorcycle group and was targeted as a result.
Did they have weapons?
Yes, they had clubs, bats, knives, guns, I'm assuming.
40 Bar and Grill bartender Julia Couture recounts the terrifying moment she witnessed early Sunday morning. She tells KDKA dozens of motorcycle club members known as the War Dogs targeted one of the bar's regulars, beating him under this booth.
And then they all just jumped on him and beat him so brutally and savagely. Like probably 15, 20 of them. They beat him until he literally was not moving on the ground. I'm screaming. Me and my other bartender behind the bar screaming on the top of our lungs to stop, please stop, and just feeling absolutely helpless.
Julia says she, her co-workers, and a handful of customers were so scared they scrambled for shelter in the basement.
I almost felt just frozen in fear, and I've never had such a sense of helplessness in my entire life. They just started destroying everything on the back deck, throwing bottles, throwing chairs through the doors. Shattered my door. Shattered everything.
At one point, sources tell me gunshots were fired outside of the bar. No one was hit. The bar's co-owner, Cheyenne Dennison, called 911 and rushed to help her employees.
And I'm just screaming for them, trying to get their attention. I'm screaming for them to get out of here. And they finally came creeping up the steps, and I knew that they were okay. And that was my number one thing coming here, is I wanted to make sure my employees were okay.
Dennison says the motorcycle club members were gone when police arrived, and so was the victim.
I was told that he may have been a pagan member. Is that true? Do you have any insight in that?
I have no idea. I don't know what caused this. I don't know what would cause anybody to act the way they did.
The bar owner defended the place she bought 5 months ago. She's upgraded security. She's going to add a panic button, and she may bring in security for the weekend. Now, state police, they are investigating this incident. I'm told there's at least one victim, but the motive is still unclear. Sources tell me no arrests have been made. Reporting in Washington County, Jennifer Barrasso, KDK TV.
So, pretty sure that this incident stems from that. I have the paperwork. We're going to go over it. And I believe that the charges kind of match up to what happened there. It's pretty nuts, but let's take a look. So the information that we have is Pennsylvania State Police SWAT out of Washington, PA barracks arrests 3 war dog members from the Washington chapter on December 2nd in the early morning hours. The president, Clark Young, the vice president, Eric Hadrych, and the sergeant of arms, Khristopher Gardenier. They all have $250,000 bonds. Now, here is what I found. I looked up their names and the charges. Clark Young. His charges are stemming from 8/17. That's the date of the offense, and I'm pretty sure that's the date of the 40 Bar and Grill incident. 8/17. So his charges are rioting, intent to commit felony, robbery, illicit, serious bodily injury, robbery, threaten, intimidation, bodily injury, robbery, taking personal property by force, aggravated assault, attempts to cause SBI or cause injury with extreme indifference, charged with simple assault, charged with harassment, subject to physical contact, criminal mischief, and damage of property. Now, all these charges, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 charges, and they all stem from the same day. So, and he has been unable to post bail. That's what I found on this one. He's been given the right for counsel. His bond is $250,000. He was unable to post bond. He's in Washington County Prison right now. Preliminary hearing will be held on 12/16/2025. So he was arrested early morning, December 2nd. His court date was at 10:05. So that is the case of Clark Young. In the case of Eric Hadrych, I believe that's the sergeant of arms, right? No, that's the vice president. That's the vice president. In the case of him and his charges, he only has simple charges. Conspiracy to VIO and riot intent to commit felony. And the date of that offense is 8/17. His bond is $50,000. He was unable to post bond. Let's see when his preliminary hearing is. His preliminary hearing is 12/16 at 2 p.m. So this does all stem from the 40 bar and grill incident. If you guys don't remember, there was a crazy situation that happened. Can you guys still comment? Or is it stopping you from commenting? There was a crazy incident, if you guys don't remember, when they allegedly came to the bar, smashed the windows. So it looks like they are being charged with that. Conspiracy, riot, intent to commit felony, robbery with serious bodily injury, robbery with threat, intimidation, bodily injury, robbery, taking property from others by force, aggravated assault, attempt to cause SBI or serious bodily injury, causing injury with extreme indifference, simple assault, harassment, subject others to physical contact, criminal mischief, and property damage. So that's what they're being charged. That's what one of them's being charged with. That's what the president is being charged with. The vice president is only facing 2 charges, it says here. Unless I missed one of them. He's charged with conspiracy and riot, intent to commit felony. So they're hitting all these guys with that riot charge, the same charge. I don't know why I'm not seeing the comments. What the hell's going on here? This is in Pennsylvania. This all went down in Pennsylvania. Once it hits the news. Yeah, it didn't hit the news yet. This is exclusive content for you guys. Nobody else is posting the stuff that I'm posting. I make sure I verify all of it, and then we go with the story if it's legit information. And this is verified information. They raided the War Dogs clubhouse in the early morning hours this morning. They arrested the president, the vice president, and the sergeant of arms. And this all stems from the 40 bar and grill incident that happened in Washington County, Pennsylvania. They canceled a motorcycle rally because of that incident. People were afraid, the public. It was crazy. There was a shocking bar attack in August of 2025, 40 Bar and Grill. Employees say more than 60 members of the War Dogs violently assaulted customer using clubs, bats, knives, and allegedly guns, leaving the victim severely beaten, which prompted a widespread fear and ultimately led to the cancellation of a local motorcycle rally. In a separate fatal shooting in October 2025 outside Wendy's in White Oak, PA, they killed a man identified by police as a member of the War Dogs, according to an unsealed court documents. Prosecutors alleged the shooting was carried out by members of the rival gang, the Pagans Motorcycle Club, including a man heard admitting to the shooting. In mid-October 2025, law enforcement and local police and state police executed a search warrant at a building leased by another motorcycle club, not the War Dogs, in Washington County, in connection with the deadly shooting. That operation did involve SWAT and was covered by major outlets. So this just happened. They just raided the clubhouse this morning. These guys just got arraigned. So they're they're probably not even in their beds yet in the jail. This is fresh off the press. Bill, you are top shelf today. Shout out from Alberta, Canada. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're the first in the news, Staxx, 100%. I try to bring you guys the best information out there. What state is this in? Pennsylvania. This is in western Pennsylvania, kind of near Pittsburgh. This is a wild situation. There's been a long rivalry with different clubs out there, and all this violence needs to stop. Young man lost his life. This guy was a sergeant of arms. I believe if he didn't get killed, he probably would have been arrested in the situation too. I don't know. I'm only speculating on that. Rest in peace to him. But all this craziness needs to stop. Like, people can coexist. Nobody wins a trophy at the end of the day. These guys that did whatever they did, these guys that are getting arrested, that's not a badge of honor. Not for anybody. Violence doesn't solve anything. People can coexist and live a peaceful life. There's no reason for any of this type of stuff to take place. Yeah, I mean, look what happened in Phoenix over the weekend. That was a terrible situation. All of that type of stuff needs to stop. Both of them guys were fathers. I guarantee you, if they took the cuts off, they would have been friends. That's the craziness about what's going on in the world. It's turning into something that people aren't signing up for, you know? If you guys want to go be gangsters, go be gangsters. But a lot of people just want to ride motorcycles and enjoy their life. Some people don't want to do that. Some people have other agendas. But I'm all about peace, and if things can be, if you can coexist, that's what life's about, right? Trying to live another day, enjoy your life. All of this, people going to prison, people dying, like, what's the point? There is no, you don't win nothing at the end of that. People lose on both sides. Now these people are going to be without their family for Christmas. It's not, you know, it's not. I've spoken to families of people who've been killed by other motorcycle clubs, and it's heartbreaking hearing them talk about how they miss their loved ones. They don't talk about, oh, this guy was a patch member of this club. The club doesn't matter to the family. They don't care about the motorcycle club. They care about their loved one. That doesn't shape their identity. That's what people don't realize. All this violence needs to stop. I mean, the media, the police, they have it out for these clubs. And the more all of this stuff takes place, the more they're going to keep going after them. It's just what it is. Hopefully things change in the future. That happened a long time ago. I'm surprised this didn't happen sooner. I mean, they got video of it. It's all on video. Them coming into the bar and smashing up the bar and beating the hell out of that one dude. The whole thing is on video. I mean, there's a video of the dude waving a weapon. They bring the heat to themselves. It is sad. It's sad because people, I mean, they have kids, you know? They have kids. They have families. They got friends. They got a job. They got a life outside of this motorcycle club stuff. I mean, everybody can coexist together. There needs to be some type of median where the rivalries can stop. I'm going to bring you guys more information as it becomes available. I'm glad that you tune in to Chatting with Staxx for exclusive content. I will try to bring you the best content I possibly can. I'm sure this is going to hit the news very soon. You guys will see. I hope you guys like this show. Again, 3 individuals arrested from the War Dogs Motorcycle Club in Pennsylvania. State Police SWAT out of Washington, PA barracks arrested 3 War Dogs members of the Washington chapter on December 2nd in the early morning hours. The president, Clark Young, he's being held on a $250,000 bond. He's charged with conspiracy, riot, intent to commit a felony, robbery, illicit serious bodily injury, robbery, inflict, threat, bodily injury, robbery, taking property from others by force, aggravated assault, attempt to cause SBI, or causing injury with extreme indifference, simple assault, harassment, subject others to physical contact, criminal mischief, and damage of property. This all happened on 8/17. He has a court date of 12/16. And then the other individual, he was arrested for conspiracy and riot with intent to commit felony. Says that his bond is $50,000, but I hear that the bond is $250,000. We'll see what happens. But 3 of them have been arrested, and it all has to do with the 40 bar and grill incident that happened. They ended up shutting down a motorcycle rally because of it. And they scared the shit out of the public with this situation. The COC is kind of defunct on the East Coast with no meteors going to continue. Oh, that's sad, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate that. Black Legionnaire. Thank you, man. I hope you guys like this show. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chatting with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch. Peace.